Hi there! Today is a big day for two reasons. First of all, today is the first anniversary of Darislow as a business. It's exactly 1 year ago since I went full-time as a freelancer. And in order to celebrate this, I would like to share with you 10 things which I wish I knew before starting a business. So I told you that today is a special day for two reasons. If you want to find out the second reason, you're gonna have to stick to the end of the video. So the first thing I wish I knew before starting a business is don't wait until you are ready. The best time to do stuff is right now. And this is actually quite applicable to this video. I've been kind of putting this off to the side for quite some time because I said to myself, yeah, I want to film this video outside. So every tip would have been filmed in a different location. But you know what? Because I had this stuck like this in my mind, I've been putting it up for, I don't know, like a week or two maybe. No, it's actually been a month since I scripted this video out. A month, ladies and gentlemen. And I just didn't do it because I didn't find the time to go out and shoot this video. So today I was like, screw it, today's the anniversary of Darislow. I'm gonna do it right now. Don't go outside, but at least I'm making a video and I'm making progress. Keep this in mind. Number two, do what you fear most. It's not fear, it's resistance. It's actually a very small difference between fear and resistance. Resistance is something which you feel towards things that are actually going to bring you closer to your goals, but you find excuses for why you shouldn't be doing those things or working on these projects. So if you're unsure what the next step is in order to chase your dreams or get closer to your ultimate goal or whatever you want to call it, then you just need to think, what have you been putting off for the most amount of time, or what have you been trying to get away from for the longest? That's probably the thing you should be doing. It's a good way of prioritizing the most important tasks. Number three, set up contracts. This is very important, especially in the beginning. I highly recommend doing this right away. Even if you know the people and you have already established a relationship with them and you feel like you trust them, still make it a habit so that once you start pulling in bigger projects, you already have your templates ready, your structure ready, you know how to handle contracts, you know what to write in there. And if something were to go wrong, it's also a safety net, because sometimes you think you know people, but yeah, then it turns out that they don't want to pay you or something like this. So honestly, like, it's not about liking people or not, or trying to be nice to them. If you are having a business relationship, just set up a contract. Trust me, you will thank me later. Number four, charge more than you think you should. If you think your price is actually a little bit too high, or you wouldn't be wanting to pay this amount to yourself, that's probably a good sign, because chances are quite low that you would be hiring yourself, as you are already an expert in your field and you already have the knowledge and skills that you have. But for someone else who doesn't own these skills, that's actually what they're paying for. It's not necessarily the amount of time you are actually putting into a certain project, it's also the years you have practiced and the years you have refined your skills in order to be able to do this project in a certain amount of time. The better you get, the more efficient you work, and therefore the higher you should be paid for even the smaller amount of time you are putting into a project, just because you've managed to learn the skills necessary to do this project in such a short amount of time. If you guys would be interested in learning how to charge a project, or how to set up a price calculation for a project or a budget calculation, let me know in the comments down below and I'll get back to you guys about this. Number five actually goes hand in hand with the previous one, which is every project takes longer than you think it will. Because when you're going through the project in your head, everything goes smoothly, there's no problems, and everything seems to be like it's gonna be an easy job. However, from my experience, every project, stuff goes wrong. Sometimes things out of your control, sometimes it's things within your control, but basically every time something goes wrong, and yeah, you ended up not planning for this. So just when you're making your price calculations and your budget calculations for the client, just keep in mind that stuff like in post-production, things might drag out and you're gonna have to do an extra revision or something like this. Just add it to your initial price calculation so that you never have to charge more afterwards, but you've already calculated these things from advance. The same goes with shooting days. Always make sure you have a little bit of extra room just in case something goes wrong, because maybe it starts raining when you're supposed to have no rain, or you have a shoot outside, and then, you know, sometimes life is just throwing shit at you and you need to find a way to fix this. So just keep this in mind and plan a little bit more time than you think you need in advance. Number 6, work for free, but only if you've never worked on a similar project before. This way you can add this video to your portfolio, and potential clients, they get to see that you can also do these kind of jobs. And then when they ask you about this video, you just don't tell them that you shot that video for free. They will just assume that you got paid for it. They will ask you for a quote, and you can just make a price calculation for them, send it to them, and actually get paid for a similar project. Honestly, it's a really nice way of getting the kind of jobs that you would like to shoot. Just shoot them for free, contact somebody. I don't know, if you want to shoot hairdresser videos, just go to all the hairdressers in your local town. I'm sure there's one of them who's gonna be interested in a free video. I mean, they got nothing to lose. And then other hairdressers will see it and they'll be like, oh, this is quite a good video. Actually, I would like one of these videos in order to promote my business. They will get in touch with you, and this way, you know, you get the ball rolling, and all of a sudden you're a hairdresser video specialist, if that's a niche, not sure. Oh yes, it's time for number 7, and this is: don't give discounts to new customers, give them to your loyal customers. This is a very important one. So oftentimes I would put myself in a position where I would lower my price in order to get a certain project in, but this is a very bad position to put yourself in, because this means that next time they're interested in a video and they're gonna reach out to you, you're gonna have to again undercut yourself, because previously they have booked you for this cheaper price, and they will just assume that this is the price they're gonna get every time. So instead of this, if you feel like there's the opportunity to build a relationship with a client and to get multiple bookings or multiple videos from them, then I recommend that you just tell them, look, this is the price we're gonna work for, and I'm able to give you this special discount over time. Like, the more we get to work with each other, the more streamlined the process will be, and the less communication will be necessary for me to understand what you will be needing as a business, because you get to understand their branding style, you get to understand the people you're working with, and the whole process of working with this client will be more streamlined. And because the process will be streamlined, you will be able to give them a discount over time. So let's say a 5% discount every time they book you, up to, let's say, a 25% total discount, which is very interesting for the client, because I mean, if they like your products, they will want to work with you again, and it's just gonna get cheaper for them. It's gonna be easier for you to work with a client who you already worked with, and the both of you are actually benefiting from it. So it's a very good rule of thumb: don't give discounts to new clients, just give them to your loyal ones. It'll make clients stick, and it will help you build meaningful business relationships with other businesses. Number 8, is it number 8? Yes, number 8. It's not really a tip, it's more like something to pull yourself up from, and this is: it's better to struggle in the arena than to watch it from a side. From personal experience, I found myself to be in a rather unhappy place working in a job that I didn't enjoy doing, and maybe making more money than I would in the first year of starting a business. However, I found myself in a way happier place actually being part of this freelancer game and being part of the video industry, and actually building on something which is gonna grow for the next couple of years and gonna give me so much back, not just financially, but also it's gonna help me live a more fulfilled life than I would working in a different job. It has a certain charm around it, actually doing what you love doing. Now, this doesn't mean that it's easy, you know, that it's not gonna take a lot of work, or that it's not gonna be hard to set up a business. However, if you do put in the work consistently, within the next 12 to 24 months, you should be able to at least make a living off of it. Like the first year, don't expect to make a lot of money or get rich quick and stuff like this. I'm not here to sell you any of these lies. Like, it's a lot of hard work, let's not deny it, that's just the way it is. But if you're the type of person who enjoys working within this freedom and who has the ambition to start a business, you most likely are. So just chase your dreams, go for it. It's time for number 9, and this is see yourself as if you were your own employee, as if you were paying yourself money to work for your company. Why is this important? Because this will allow you to take a distance between the work you're executing and the feedback you're getting for clients. It will help you to take things less personally, but more importantly, it will help you make more objective business decisions. For example, what the next investment you should make as a business could be, or maybe what expenses you need to cut back on, what type of insurance you need to take for your equipment, all these different things, or how to approach clients. It will just help you to have a more objective view of what's actually going on in your business. And this is very important, because when people or when clients are communicating with you as a freelancer, they're not talking to you as a person, but they're talking to you as the face of your business. They're basically talking to a business and not to a person. This is very important to keep in mind. And when you're working from the heart, sometimes it's hard, no pun intended, it's hard to keep the distance between your work, which is coming from your heart, and the emotions that are attached to the work that you put in there. Because if you wouldn't care about your work, there would be no emotions attached to it. But because you care and because you put so much work into it, that's why emotions oftentimes come attached to it. However, clients are not talking to you, the creator behind it, they're talking to you as the face of the business. Keep this in mind. And then the last one is not any sexy business advice or something you probably expect hearing, but it's quite an important one, and this is get an accountant. Now, why is this so important? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you can only be a pro, or you can only be good at one thing and one thing only. So if your thing is making videos, then you're probably not so good at accounting, because, you know, that's why people actually go to school, study for 3, 4, I don't know how many years it takes to become an accountant, but they learn all these rules about how to grow a business and how you need to pay taxes and what you need to do with certain investments. They put a lot of time and effort into learning these rules and to acquiring these skills. So yeah, just hire somebody to do this for you, because this will create some headspace for you. So this way you will be no longer spending mental energy on how to do accounting, and it will free up some space for your creative mind, and it will give you more peace of mind. And the money you will spend on the accountant, you're actually gonna earn back by the time you get available for not having to do your own accounting. This doesn't only apply to accounting, by the way, it's just an easy example. But let's say you really don't enjoy reaching out to clients or doing cold calls, then just hire somebody who does this for you, and then you can focus on the things that you do enjoy working on. In general, I highly recommend outsourcing the things you don't enjoy working on yourself, just so you can free up some mental space in your head. Give yourself some space to breathe. Honestly, you want to be working this job, I assume, for a long time, so make sure it's sustainable and make sure you can live a healthy life, both mentally and physically. So yeah, these were my 10 tips or 10 things which I wish I knew before starting my own business. I hope there's something you could take away from it. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, it does help me out a lot. We are currently on this many subscribers, I'm not sure, 300 something. I would love to get to 1,000 subs by the end of this year, so if you want to help me make that dream possible and there's something which you took away from this video, that's one way that you could give back to the channel and support these kind of videos, because I actually really enjoy making them. Like this is what I want to do. I want to spend some more time on it. So please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below, let me know what your favorite tip was or which one you took the most value from. If there's something which I didn't mention and that you still find very important for starting freelancers or people starting a business, please let them also know in the comments down below. My name is Dario, it's been a pleasure, and yeah, there's only one more thing to say, and this is of course, and as always, ciao ciao, bye bye. Alright, I had to move for the second big announcement, but I'm a little bit late, it's an appointment. Guess who's back? I got a little sticker here. It's not just a sticker, I also got a sticker here. I assume it's still there. Yes, I got vaccinated. Now normally I was supposed to get a vaccine of Pfizer, but they offered me to take the Johnson & Johnson. I'm stuck. But they offered me to take the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because they apparently had an extra delivery or something like this. Jesus, I'm really stuck. The upside about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is that it's a single vaccination, so I figured to just take it so I don't need to come back. Now I will be immune more fast. Not really sure what the downsides are, but yeah, this was the second news of today. I'm vaccinated. See you soon, guys. Let's go home.